D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to Marlo's Corner, Trey X, and the whole block fam. All right, so last night I was up late on looking at the build-up or countdown to Jermell Charlo versus Tony Harrison, and a lot of interesting things and different perspectives that they shown on the fighters, different things about their life, about their camp, about their personality, family life, different things of that nature. Very interesting show, to say the least. But one thing out of all of it that really jumped out at me was, while we know that Errol Spence Jr. sometimes trains and spars with Jermell Charlo, and of course right now we know that Errol Spence Jr. is recovering from his automobile accident and he's inactive right now. I found it intriguing that Tony Harrison was sparring and training. I didn't see him sparring, I'll take that back, but training with, had Keith Thurman in there with him when he was training. Not sure that they've done any sparring. If they did, I may have missed it. I was in and out of my room at the time, so they may have shown footage of them sparring. I actually recorded it and plan on going back looking at it, but I found that pretty interesting, and I feel like a guy of the caliber of Keith Thurman being in your camp, even though Keith is a smaller fighter, Keith is a very dynamic fighter, good combination puncher. He's very knowledgeable in the sport, good vision. He knows, he sees everything in the boxing ring, even if he's unable to take advantage of it at times, because no fighter's perfect. But I think that it can only help you. Now, Harrison won the original fight. Don't know if Thurman played a part in his camp at that time at all. I apologize for not doing my research and checking on it, but I really wanted to speak on this while it was fresh on my mind. But I really was interested to see that, and I'm interested to see if Thurman wasn't a part of the camp the first time, what wrinkles, if any, it will bring to the fight plan when the fight actually takes place. I do think that, in my estimation, from looking at the guys, and I thought this coming in, that I thought that Tony Harrison had some tools and skills to present some problems for Jermell Charlo, and vice versa. I didn't think coming in that this was going to be a fight that the first fight I'm speaking of, that Jermell Charlo was just going to run over Tony Harrison. Now, this time, I will say that my only concern, like a lot of people, was that at some point late in the fight, Harrison may get caught and get stopped, or get dropped and lose the fight on those terms. But it didn't happen, and I'm looking at this upcoming fight kind of the same way. It's like, if Harrison can fight a disciplined fight and stick to the game plan, stay away from Jermell's power, he has a good chance of boxing his way to another decision win. But that said, that wasn't an easy task the first go around. It may not be an easy task. I don't expect it to be an easy task this go around. But I will say that if Keith Thurman was an addition to the camp and not someone that was there last go around, that shows the dedication to making sure that it wasn't a fluke and that he gets this win. Because that's the thing that we talked about in terms of Andy Ruiz. That Andy Ruiz got the belts from AJ, and then he went into the rematch basically slacking off in camp by his own account. So it doesn't look like Tony Harrison has that mentality. It looks like he's definitely taking the fight seriously, and he's going to come in there to do everything he can to defend his title and remain champion. I look forward to the fight, look forward to seeing how it plays out. But once again, that was a very good show, and if you guys hadn't went over and watched it, go over there and check it out. I think it was called Countdown to Charlo versus Harrison, or either it was Build Up to Charlo versus Harrison, something like that. Once again, I do apologize. I'm on the road making this video while I'm driving, so I can't look up what the exact title was. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that. This is D-Lo 404 Boxing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come back for more videos. I'm out. Peace.